Well, here we are again. This time, the conclusion of the Aeropolis trilogy or something. This is the Temple District where the air crystal can be found. So we're just going to explore this, pick up a couple friends, I'm sure, and be on our way. Did you know that you can press L at any time to view the chat log, even when not talking to anyone? I don't know what that means, though. It sounds like some code, like I'm a member of some secret club or a spy, but I don't remember joining or being one. They must be very secret. Yes, very. Gods, I hate him. I've been devoting my whole life to this bleeding Solak deity, and what's he ever done for me? Forbidden me from talking to women or leaving the city, that's what I wish I was dead. But anyway, I recommend that you visit the Temple of Solak, friend. Solak is truly a wonderful deity, who you should really worship and donate your money to. Your bags upon bags of glimmering golden coins. I mean, they're not doing you any good, surely. I've been standing in this spot as my job for like 10 years now. A change of scenery would be most appreciated. But are you going to promote me, strange foreigner? I doubt it. Solak, eh? You know, I've lived in this city all my life, but I've never known who this Solak thing is. I mean, I know it's some kind of god, but what kind of god? How will following it help me? In what way could it possibly be better than the almighty Yalord who made our planet? It's not like Solak's even good as a thing to brag about at parties either. It's so unpopular that I'd sooner get ridiculed than admired for my strange and interesting deity. I sure do hate things that aren't popular. You know, people, Solak's crying. Could you stop? No, I'm sorry, sir. This is not the Temple of Yalord. You must have taken a wrong path or something. Unless you're actually here to pay homage to Solak? Ye gods! No, didn't think so. People only ever come in here by accident, often foreigners or drunkards. I hate my life. You really got a feel for Solak. Nobody likes him, not even the people who do. I am overweight and bearded. The girls can't keep their hands off me, really. Or maybe that's a big fat lie from a big fat man. I cry myself to sleep at night, alone in a pile of my own waste and misery. Don't cry for me. I'll do it for you. I have nothing else to do, especially not any women. Blah! I would have sympathy, but I'm too busy talking to this guy. I promise that I'm totally affiliated with the Temple of Yalord here. When you buy my legit holy goods, all funds will go to the, Save the Paladins Fund. So come on, give me your cash. He's got some fish scales. Now we have a few fish scales in our reserves, so I'll pick up a couple. And why not pick up the essence while we're here? Get on with that. Here are some Yalortian robes, which is actually a pretty decent robe for people who need robes. Gives them a bonus health, bonus spirit, resist light and dark. It's nice. It's nice. Yeah, well, it's also a lot of money, so I'm not picking it up until I kind of need it. And I won't need it. Doesn't this water look really nice with how it moves and everything? I think it looks great. And my dress, don't you think it looks great? I think it looks great. Ooh, how about that sand? Things are just so great. I bet you look great, sir, though you need to take off your helmet take your helmet off for me to see. Come on! I mean, I doubt your face looked too much like a poorly pug's arse. Maybe. How does she know what my face looks like? And here's the Yalord Temple. All hail Yalord, friend! That's what we devoted Yalortians say to greet people. And all the time, during many situations. Like, during the climax of copulation. Not that we do that, since we're priests and all. You may get the impression that Yalordism is a little hazy in its details, a little fuzzy around the edges. Does it have a holy book? What kind of rules do we follow, if any? What are our specific beliefs? Oh, I'm not going to answer those questions for you. By the hells, no! Please stop looking at me expectantly like that. It's making my knees shake, and you wouldn't want that sitting on your conscience forever and a day, would you? And look at what we have here. Our old friend Vern. So that is what you need to do for me, Paladin.
But nobody's ever found that place. Isn't it just a legend?
Well, hello there, Vern.
Who are you?
Well, it's me, Mardek. Don't you remember me? From Chapter 2?
Oh, Mardek. Yeah, I do remember you, but I don't remember that funky armor. What is with that? Anyway, I've just been given a mission by my high priest here. As a paladin, I must help others by offering my skills in this way. It's why I was in the Northern Lands in Chapter 2. This paladin has been given a mission, but he is reluctant, I see. It is too hard for him, I would think. Ha! Maybe I send a better paladin than he. Bah! I can do it. It'll just take time, that's all. I'll show you. I don't care if nobody's ever found it before. I will, because I'm better than anyone else who's tried anyway.
Well, maybe we can come with you and help.
What rubbish! I don't need your help. You're still but a petty soldier, whereas I am a mighty paladin. I have Yalort on my side. Who else do I need?
Well, last time you didn't do so well alone.
That was because... clearly Yalort didn't favor me that day, that's all. Paladin, you must learn humility. These folk offer help. You take help. You succeed with haste. Do this. If you say so, High Priest. It'll probably be better to have the company anyway. Gives me someone to brag at.
Yay! So, what's the mission anyway?
Well, you see, there's this thing. There used to be a monastery east of here, in the Lifewood, but about 100 years ago, there was this strange thing that dropped from the sky, and I will tell the tale, Paladin. I know it well. There was once a home of our faction in the belly of the eastward woods, where the brothers within honed the magic granted to them by the ever-noble Omnidragon, our eternal benefactor, praise be his name, all hail Yalort. The brothers within prospered and thrived, and were pious and devoted to our master and maker without equals. The Almighty saw to reward their faith, so he sent down them a jewel from his kingdom high up in the sky. The brothers were grateful of this most divine of boons and consecrated it to the highest degree, but over time they forgot what it was that brought it to them, and rather than using it for its intended purpose, they were unworthy. They worshipped the stone and not its godly maker, its sender. For this idolatry, this forsaking of Yalort in favor of his gift, his toy, he saw fit to end them. They have not been heard from in 100 of our years. The monastery has been swallowed by the woods. Yeah, and that's all supposed to be some legend and everything to teach us to worship Yalort, not idols, even if they're from him, and I get all the morals. But now you're saying it's real and I should look for the monastery, even if it was. Wouldn't that anger Yalort? I have already told you this, you simple, stunted child. Yalort came to me in a vision, as he often does, chosen as I am, and explained to me that we would be mightily blessed if we proved that we had what it takes to find this boon of his. Well, if you say so, your holiness. You say and I follow. That's what my god wants, and that's all there is to it. So come on then, Mardek. If it's Yalort's will, it must be done. I have no idea how we'll do it, but we've got to find this lost monastery. You try Lifewood. It is where the monastery was swallowed. Search thoroughly, and with Yalort's guidance you will find your way. All hail Yalort.
All hail Yalort. And now we have Vern. We will continue not using Vern. Yeah, this is his mission and all that, but Zach's better. In general. I heard that there was a guy somewhere who was trying to raise an undead army to take over the world. That is, like, so last chapter, but he's trying to do it anyway. Some people just don't keep up with the trends at all.
Another necromancer. Gentlemen, have you heard of this new necromancer? This man hasn't paid his monthly tithe to the Temple of Yalort. People like this will regret their greed in their next lives, I tell you. I will pay none of my vast riches to any blasted northern gods. Why Yalort should be paying me tithes?
That's what I'm saying. Gasp! A northern knight in my house for some reason. What an honor! You remind me of some other northerner in heavy armor who passed through recently, though his armor was green, not Vern. Lone wolf, he said he was. He seemed nice, but all mysterious-like, as if he didn't want anyone to know who he really was. I bet he's nobody of any significance behind his masked persona. You know, that's what a lot of people are saying. You know?
Oh, in sync walking.
In case you are distressingly unaware of this fact for some reason, for a knight who is barging into our home, each natural region has a unique shaman who embodies the spirit of the planet and serves as its voice, since it cannot communicate with its sentience naturally. We're just too different. For the planet is alive, you see, and we often inflict much harm on it without being aware that we are. This is why it uses the shamans as, puppets, to tell us what not to do and look after itself.
The shamans can live far longer than any other person because they're blessed by nature. Some live for hundreds of years. Wow! How's that for some lore you never thought you'd hear?
Shamans.
Oh wow, are you Sir Mardek? That's amazing! You're like my hero! I came all the way here to deliver something to the Sultan, but I'm not even allowed into the palace for some reason. Oh well, I suppose I'd just enjoy this as a holiday or something then. No effing foreigners in a palace!
Alright, well, we're not going that way.
And this brings us to the crown jewel, the air crystal in the center. This is the air temple. You may enter to pay your respects to the air crystal or to receive blessings from the priestess, but the deeper sections of the temple are off limits to people of no significance such as yourself. It's so weird to know that behind me, in that building, is one of the most powerful objects on the planet. If someone got their hands on just one of those crystals, why, I don't know how anyone would stop them.
And that mysterious man has one.
Whoa!
It's the priestess Gale. You see, she's the priestess of the air temple, right? And her name is Gale. You know, like Greetings, strangers. What brings you into this temple of air? If you're looking to pray to a god, I'm afraid to say you're in the wrong place. Well, do you know where the air crystal is? Can we see it? What do you want with it? We want to take it. You can't just come waltzing in here fresh off the street and expect me to hand over the city's most valuable treasure without questions. What do you want it for? Actually, you see, it's rather complicated. The King of Ghaznor seems to have gone mad, and now he searches for the elemental crystals. We were actually ordered to find them for him, but we're going to defy him. Instead, we'll keep them to ourselves, so then he can't get them. You expect me to believe that? Well, it's true. You seem sincere, but regardless, you needn't be concerned. The air crystal is well protected in the air temple proper, safe from any evil kings who would want to get their hands on it. It's much safer leaving it in its secure holding place, rather than you unwittingly delivering it to him. If you are gathering the crystals, then how can you be sure you won't just deliver them all to him, without meaning to? It seems a foolish plan to me. But do as you see fit. Just leave the air crystal here, for now at least. It will be safe, I assure you. The temple is very secure, and has almost never been broken into before. Well, rats.
Guess we'll have to come back later.
So, we now have Vern's little side quest.
However, we don't know where the life wood is.
So I'm just gonna gather up those other shamanistic items, mostly just water essences, and then we're gonna take a little trip to see an old friend. And we do need this aquamarine, and we need one more water essence, which we can get. I guess it'd be fastest just to walk over to the magic shop over here in Knowledge District. One left. Wonderful. Okay, so we're still missing pixie dust and a serpent crest. Now, pixie dust drops from pixies, who are found in the Lifewood, and the serpent crest is in the Lifewood somewhere. I don't remember. But the Lifewood would be here somewhere, but we can't go there. So we have to go find someone who does know. And you know who would know? A shaman. So we'll take a quick little warport back to the homeland of Ghaznor. And we have more security checks to pass through. Same old, same old. How many bombs? None. None. What? Wait, what question was that? Why are you a terrorist?
My friends told me to do it.
I'm not. What color is blue?
Blue?
Oh, hello, sir.
What? What do you mean I can't go through? It's only a little knife. I use it for my job. I'm a cheese cutter from some northern village somewhere. No, not Gazor or Carnonia. Some other one that's not been mentioned yet. I'm not gonna kill anyone with it. Hey, how come this knight gets to go through? He's armed to the teeth. He could kill anyone he wanted with an incredible ease with that sort of equipment. Yet you don't bat an eyelid, or an eyelash even. It's not fair at all. It's almost like you're not actually doing any real security checks at all.
Well, it's kind of true. Do I have a ticket? Yes. Yes, I do. Do. Alright. Now we're gonna go over to Canonia.
Now you might be thinking, but wait, I thought you wanted to see a shaman. And the Canonia shaman was a zombie and is now dead.
But here's the thing. There's a new shaman. A new shaman close to our hearts. And minds. Or something to that effect. And we're just gonna go right up into this here cave. The zombie-proof cave from back in Chapter 2. The one where everyone hung out.
And there they are, our old friend, Gloria.
Or, well, not our old friend, it's more like Elwin's old friend. Oh, hello, Ellie. Fancy seeing you with Mardek like this. Yeah, me and Mardek are adventure buddies now. He's finally let me come tag along with him on his adventures. Oh, really? That sounds fun for you. I'm glad. You've been wanting this for a while. Oh, it'll probably get really dull around here without you, though, Ellie. It's dull enough as it is, since nobody ever needs the help of a shaman around here. Hey, I've got a great idea. If it's okay with you, Mardek, maybe Gloria could come with us. She's a powerful shaman now, after all. She'd be a great ally. Really? You'd want me to come along with you? Would that be all right with you, Mardek? Well, I don't want you getting hurt. And don't the people here need you as their shaman? Like I said, there's not much to call for a shaman around here. Nobody ever comes to me, because nothing ever happens. The last time something did happen, you came here to deal with something about it, Sir Knight. So even if I came with you, I'd end up helping them in times of actual need. Also, I'm no mere fragile child that you will need to protect. I'm a shaman, granted extensive magical powers by the planet itself. I can take care of myself. So what do you say? Please, Mardek, Gloria's nice. It'd be ever so much fun if she could come. Well, questing like I do isn't about fun, but if she really wants to, she can come, yes. Yippee! Thank you, Mardek. This means a lot to me. It will also be great for my development as a shaman. I hope to learn a lot in my travels. But, Ellie, I'm surprised you'd want me to come along with you and Mardek since, you know. Oh, I know the only magic between you and Mardek would be to restore hit points or status. I'm not bothered. I see. Anyway now, Mardek, where exactly are we headed? What are you questing for this week? Well, I'm searching for the elemental crystals. We have to find them for the king. What? I don't know if I can be a part of that. It would disturb the order of nature immensely. And what exactly does the king intend to do with them? I've heard rumors that he's been acting a bit iffy recently. Worry not. We know the king to be possessed by an evil entity, which seeks the crystals. He ordered us to find them, but we don't intend to do as he says. We mean to find the crystals for ourselves, so then he doesn't get his hands on them. The king is possessed? Oh my, this is awful. Has nobody tried to exorcise the demon, or if there's no alternative, to slay the king? That would be a bad idea. We'd become wanted criminals if people assumed we'd slain or defied the real king. Besides, we'd rather not fight through any misled guards. Ah, I see your dilemma. And I understand. I'll certainly come with you, and I can see now that it'd be really good to do so. I can keep an eye on the crystals and see that you don't do anything stupid with them. Not that I can imagine you doing anything stupid with them, Sir Knight. Now let's go, but do you know where we're headed? Do you know where the crystals are? Well, I know of one in a place called Lifewood on Fengu, east of Aeropolis. It's the Earth Crystal, and we'll definitely find it there. So we should probably go there. We could also visit Aeropolis. I've heard there are some great shops there.
Oh, trust me, Gloria, we already know.
Oh, and if we're to travel together, there's something else that I want to show you, Mardek. I've already taught Elwyn how to do it. It's a really useful skill that I'm sure we'll be able to use at some point in our adventures. Ooh, do you mean the dream circle stuff? That's neat. You'd really like it, Mardek. And we'll, totally be in dreams together. Not that that's a rare thing for me, mind you. Yes. Anyway, the dream circles, yes, that is what I mean. There's a special cave where the old shaman took me to learn this skill, and it's where I took Elwyn too. We should head there as soon as we can. It's just north of Canonia. Now I've marked these places on your world map, so let us be off at long last.
And goodbye, Zach. So, Gloria here, as we equip some things, she learns things from these kind of little gems. So her real shtick, being a big shaman, is that all of her skills, or at least her offensive skills, not only deal damage of a certain element, but they also lower a certain stat. So this Razor Leaf here does earth damage and also lowers vitality. Vitality is, linked to your overall health. So as she hits you, not only do you take damage, but your maximum health decreases as well. Whirlpool decreases spirit, which helps you, I believe, deal magic damage, and maybe resist magic a little bit. So if she hits you with Whirlpool enough times, then your magic attacks do basically nothing. Basically, Gloria is amazing. She can also heal and cure poison. She can also increase defense and other such stats. She's kind of your Emila replacement. And she comes packing at level 12. Elwyn's level 9. I mean, she is a shaman after all. So then, this basically is my endgame team, more or less. Although there is another character who could replace Elwyn or Gloria, I guess. Slank's never leaving. I mean, I'd never drop him. But that other character, I suppose if you were making a super optimal build team party, you would get rid of Slank for that guy. We have not acquired yet. But I would be replacing one of the girls because smelly girls are, smelly. I'm joking! Anyway. So here's a dream crystal. Crystal? Circle. Bloop. And you'll notice one thing before I get into this dialogue. Slank is now Solar. No, this doesn't mean Slank was actually Solar all along. It's that Slank just is not very versed in the ways of the dream world. You could say the same for Vern and Zach. And Mardek, apparently, because look at him. And here it is, the Dream Realm. You might find it difficult to get used to at first, what with the mind soup being very distracting, but, we look like ourselves here because we're actually mental projections of how we think of ourselves as being. Most people are so used to their physical body that it's what they look like here, but, Mardek, I feel you've been hiding things from us. Yes. It would seem that the convenient material cover has been removed, alas. An Anunnaki! A gasp from me, full of astonishment and shockism, unexpected, unknown! Why are you here, dog-like person thing? I thought only Ellie and I, and now, Mardek could do this. I am quite at home within the dream realm. I am traversified through here many a time prior. Fig-walking is second nature to my ilk. He is also a guardian of Dark Temple. But isn't it kind of weird that the guardian of Dark Temple is a light attribute guy? A little weird. Anyway. Okay then. And Elwyn's here because I taught her the techniques to get here. I can see that there's something strange about you though, Mardek. I can see why you were able to travel with us here without training. Yes, my kind are used to this too. Some humans are rarities for having to learn. And actually, you can call me Rohoff. I am not Mardek. I am a companion of his, of a short sort. I assure you, I am nothing to worry about, but I merely grant him my powers due to a childhood incident. It is how he is able to heal. I see. I'd always wondered about that. I will accept you as you are for now, and since Mardek doesn't openly talk about you, then I'll follow suit and keep your secret if that's what it is. I don't know what to think of you anymore, Mardek, or, not Mardek, or whatever you are. I don't know if I'll look at you the same way again. And where is Mardek now, anyway?
He is here, but I'm afraid that he lacks the mental ability to manifest in any form in this realm, which is why I shall be taking his place here. Anything I learn will be transferred to his mind when we return to the world of soils and stars. Right, good then. Now that we're here, I suppose I don't really need to show you anything if you're already aware how to do this, so let's do the other thing I wanted to bring you here for. This cave is really sketchy because not enough people have thought about it, and as you surely know, everything in the Dream Realm, which is a lower subset of the Fig Realm, is comprised of mind stuff and made whenever sentient minds think thoughts. Towns and houses are usually really detailed because people can remember and analyze their details, but places like this are thought about more as a general layouts. Nobody thinks about things like the individual stones. I've always found it really fascinating how things linger here. Like if a house was lived in for years and thought about a lot, an image of it would appear. But if it was knocked down in the material, it'd take a long time for it to fade here because minds remember it being there more than they remember it not being there. Anyway, I'm probably just nattering on about magic to a magus, so I'll get to my point. This cave's been shaped by me and used by me for storing things since I became the shaman. There's a special talisman deep inside that I want to get for our journey. It'll allow our whole party to walk in the dream realm at other dream circles. I'm sure it'll be very useful. So come along then, let's go and find it. And this is our dream world party. This may be the last time Solar ever sees the field. Oh, and while we're here, I need to check something. Ah, yes, there was that dream stone we picked up a little while ago. And, I figured, well, we're in the dream world now. Might as well you'd go over it. And it's freaking Mordugan. So then, we defeated the Gruul and saved the village. But all Rohoff could say was, I could have done that much faster if I had my powers. That's so like him. Yeah, he can be really annoying at times. I used to be envious that it wasn't me who he possessed, but I suppose over the years I've become glad of not having some self-righteous old git in my brain constantly chiding me and stuff. I can't really understand how he copes with it. Nor can I, but I sort of admire his strength. It still can't compare to your heroism, though.
Anyway, I still don't know all that much about your early years. You say you used to live in here with your parents. It's a nice place and everything, but didn't it get a bit lonely? Or scary with all the monsters?
The monsters didn't attack the Guardians, so we were safe there, but I must admit it was really lonely at times. Really lonely. I kept looking up at the village where the other humans were, longing to go and play with them, but my parents said it was forbidden, that I had duty to attend to and stuff, that I was special, and they'd not want to play with me.
That must have been awful.
I suppose I got used to it after a while, but still, I'm glad you're here with me now.
I'm just really glad to be making you happy.
I still can't get over the loss of my parents, but I suppose I'd sort of distanced myself from them anyway in recent years. I do miss them a lot, but I'd miss them far more if I hadn't found you lying by the lake. They'd still be watching me from the big beyond anyway, so I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
I'll be with you to make sure you are. Don't you worry.
I'm so scared all the time of my duty of doing things wrong because I missed out on social experiences that other people had. I don't like having this responsibility thrust on me when I don't feel ready. My parents sent me to the guard to learn skills to protect the crystal, but I don't know if what I learned was enough.
We saved the world, you know. Try to look at it that way. You've got better than most guards ever do. You're as capable as can be.
Thank you. I find it hard to believe you, but I'm glad you're trying to reassure me. It helps.
I do know what you mean about those doubts, Take two. I do know what you mean, though, about those doubts about your abilities. Not a day has gone by when I don't wonder whether I'm good enough for what I'm trying to be. I often think to myself things like, what am I doing, trying to play hero? Me? How ridiculous! I couldn't save an ant from drowning, let alone save the world from an evil last bosses. In many ways, I'm glad that I sacrificed myself and didn't return to become a knight. He has his work set out for him now, but I honestly don't think I could have done it.
Heh, we're together on that then. I turned mine down because I couldn't handle it. You avoided the embarrassment of refusing it to his face. Lucky you.
We're so strong, aren't we? But I'm glad we're revealing things like this to each other.
Me too.
It's good to get things like this off my chest. It makes me feel less weak and pathetic, to find a similar soul to relate to. I feel less alone.
I know exactly what you mean. I used to think I was the only one with this personality, with these doubts.
Me too. Felt like I had to hide it. Pretend. Oh.
Is it cold in here? I think it's cold.
Is this better? We can assume Dugan is now embracing Emila.
Yes, that's much better, thank you. He feels so warm, so nice. I've always wondered what this would feel like, to think I'm actually experiencing it.
Cuddling with a girl I had my eye on in front of a fireplace. My lust wants to go out of control and celebrate, but I really just want to ignore it right now. It's difficult, but I also feel like there's a stronger feeling at work here than the one in my pants. My mind is at ease, at peace, and this is so wonderful. I never thought I'd find such a thing. I hope it can last forever. And yet, I can't help but feeling this isn't mutual. Did she say that thank you with iciness? Am I imagining it? I don't want to inflict myself on someone who doesn't want me. That'd be the worst thing in the world. Maybe I should let go.
He let go? Wow, did I do something wrong? Does he not like me? Well, what's the matter?
I'm really tired all of a sudden. I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay, night-night then, I think.
Yeah, night.
Oh, now I'm worried. What did I do? I knew I'd do something wrong. I knew I'd be a disappointment.
I never should have been so forthright. That was such a stupid thing to do. So unlike me. Now I just feel embarrassed and hurt, knowing that she doesn't feel the same way. I suppose it was best to find out early, though, before I could build up enough feeling to get even more hurt when my hopes were shattered. And yet, maybe I am just imagining this. Maybe I'm missing out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Why can't I just talk about this with her? I'm so scared of hearing the wrong things, of ruining what we have, our friendship.
Maybe I should go and talk to him. Tell him how I feel. Try to explain why I do things wrong. I don't want to lose what I have here. Okay, there he is. I know what I can do to show him, without words. Then I can know for sure. I just hope this is okay. But I'm so scared. I bet I can feel my heart pounding. Now's the moment.
She just got in the bed with me. Behind me. Unexpected. Thank you.
He's hugging back. This is so nice.
And there you have it, Dugan and Emila getting together. Yay! You know, I can relate to a lot of their internal turmoil myself. I'm sure many of you viewer out there too, can know it as well. Where did my words go? Alright, but I think that's a good stopping place here, though. We have made it to the Dream Realm, and we are on the precipice of heading towards the Life Wood. And in the Life Wood is the Earth Crystal, and with the stuff we get from there, we can go get the Water Crystal. And then from the Water Crystal, I guess we figure out where the heck the Fire Crystal is. And then after all that, we go back to the Air Crystal and say, hey, we got all the other crystals. Give us your crystal. But that doesn't mention the Light Crystal. And the mysterious guy still has the dark one. Well, whatever. We'll cross those bridges when we get there. And maybe burn some along the way, huh? Wait, that's not a good thing. I'll be seeing you later. Goodbye.